L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Fielded in the end zone. He'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. It's a room to run now. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 89 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Aldrich Rosas.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Taken in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 39-yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First down, a run with Cohen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And the Bears' first down.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brought down by Earl.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2nd and 9 now. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Mike Hughes. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Dodges him at the 50. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Well, they'll let... Last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Cousins to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to work. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play on the ground there and goes for 36 yards.
And the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Complete. Jefferson the target. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The 17-yard line.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got Miller. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
They'll look to throw. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
49-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Cook. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. Now Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Albrecht Rosas on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it, not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without every pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's second down.
It's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Now a handoff looking right. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Is the punt team now as this one sent away. 33 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
For number 16, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw is Cousins. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. is going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And they give this time to tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He was taken
so much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
2nd and 2. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Every now and then you have some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Cook. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 21-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 53 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Cousins able to find Jefferson here complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They try again with Cook. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this time he is in. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Now Cousins. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky that there's no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
Brought down back at the 32.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
.43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cousins. That is caught at the 7. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
2-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Unable to corral him. He fights through. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taken in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This to grab on the short pass. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 1st down, Cohen. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
A gain of a yard.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Chicago.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It's a gain of 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Throwing here, Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it to his running back unsuccessfully.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
To the right side, and complete to Jefferson. Well, the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Now Cook hit when he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing, Cousins. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Albrecht Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.